he sat down for so long and just bought the balls. But it is personal pride. I mean, he could very easily look for the exit door here and say, I don't want to come back for the next session, but he hasn't done it there.
Yeah, and you've always got to think, well, he's made 9 in a row, perhaps I can.
Well, you never know what happens in sport, do you? You don't know. I mean, it's highly unlikely, but what happens if it, you know, it might happen 1 in 1,000, but it might be the day you do it.
Well, we do know one thing for sure. They're coming back for one more session tomorrow evening, but I wonder what the scoreline's going to be. Is it going to be 12? Well, we'll see.
Well, we've had one session already that was 12-4, which featured 2 of the greatest players of all time. 11 World Championships between Stephen Hendry, who won 7, and John Higgins, who won 4. And Hendry was 12-4 up going into the final session, and John said that they didn't really want to be there, to be honest, on that third session. I don't think he put any water into his glass or anything, just broke off, sat down. Within a few shots it was all over, because I think 12-4 is considerably too far to come back from anybody. 11-5, you just never know. As I say, we've seen it before at the Crucible a couple of times.
There's not often you see a shot. I've seen them play sort of a miscue, but he seemed to hit it with the side of the tip. I think it's a strange shot then.
I think Ronnie had his back turned, actually. Here it is now. That's got to hit the tip. You can't hit it with a ferrule. Yep, I suppose that's legal, but Ronnie was looking the wrong way, and I don't think he even knew that Mark had played a shot. There you are.
Still a bit of a stalemate, no way back up to the safety zone. I mean, if Mark hits a run, you know, only one player can be at the table at any one time, and as Hazel was saying, if one player can win 9 frames in a row, no reason why another player can't do it. But the way Ronnie's been playing, highly unlikely. There's Mark Williams with that famous, well, you have to call it a float shot. The way he floats balls into the pockets at times, and I mean that there, right in the heart of the pocket and on the black. You won't see a better positional shot or pot than that.
Both played some long balls in this match. There was one, you have to trust the table for the shot that Mark played. He didn't think there that he could get on a red at all. Nothing particularly. Odd shot that, because where the black goes, it will obscure seeing the white, I think, for him. So many shots. Can't really get to it. Centre ball striking for this. This will be a good shot. Very, very close to the black. Oh dear, that's unlucky. Very, very close.
Well, usually if you get that close, the wobble and run away from the pocket, but he was so close it just stayed in the jaws. And just have another look at that. He wasn't sure himself, Mark, whether it was in, but I'll tell you what, he couldn't have got much closer. And
Ronnie's looking at well, he had a look at the red at the bottom of the pack, which would have blasted everything open, but I think he's just had to play the one near the pocket. Got the cue ball out. That's what he's got to do. And he's done well there. He's avoided hitting a bolt colour.
He hasn't got the angle on the green, so it's the more difficult brown to get into the bunch. Oh, he spotted that one. He did look at this. And if he's finished low on it, he can bring the reds into play.
Yeah, will he go screw, or is he going to play with topspin? I think he's going to screw off the pack. Always a choice. Play with topspin, the reds go everywhere, but difficult to get onto a colour. This has not worked out perfectly for once. He plays the black and it goes into the reds. And the pot's got to be given some care and attention in the first place. Yeah, it was missable, and
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
just missed 1 or 2 balls recently, that's all. I don't think he really fancied the shot. I don't think he believed that he would be on a red.
Wonderful cueing to knock that red in. Almost tight on the cushion. I think he's okay.
6.
There is one that'll go into the right corner. If he can get past the pink, he can take the easier one. If not, it's a slightly more difficult red that's available to him. No.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
But he's covered that red with the blue, the one that he missed. And the other one to the left side of the table is hampered with the yellow. So he's had a bit of a result there, Ronnie. No, he can't cue at that. Yellow's definitely in the way. It's very, very awkward, this. Look how close he is to the yellow. If he...
Yeah, I think it's everything you can do not to foul the yellow with your cue there. Never mind the pot. Oh, well, that is close. So, Ronnie O'Sullivan playing a safety shot. I've seen an awful lot of that. He's been in amongst them most of the time. 1 or 2 of the frames that he's won, he's created something with an excellent safety shot, but it's been all about his break building this afternoon. And that was always a dangerous shot to play. He's opened the reds up. Choice of reds to that corner pocket. Mark's shot there was a very positive safety shot, but unfortunately it was short of speed. Didn't get past the bulk line. Sullivan with his hand on the table is a little bit too good today. I think he was worried about the second red he was going to hit, and all of a sudden slightly lost his momentum. Can't play well all the time. The game just isn't that easy, even though he makes it look incredibly easy at times. So Mark with a chance again here. Ronnie was a little bit annoyed with himself there. It's the other red that's the problem, Dennis. He didn't quite know where the cue ball was going to finish.
Yeah, I think he's just lost a little bit of focus just at the moment. I mean, with playing so well for so long, it's so easy to do that. But
4.
I'd like to get to 12, I can assure you of that. Oh, Mark.
Mark Williams, 4.
At least he's covered the red, but that's a poor miss. I mean, he just took his eye off the pot. He was just concentrating on the position on the blue, and as I say, he's covered it, so that's one consolation.
Yeah, I suppose we see a pot like that missed, and in the context of the standard of snooker this afternoon, it looks like a glaringly bad shot. There's been so few of those.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
1.
Beautifully played to get on the black. And now a chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan. And we know that he only needs a slight chance. Doesn't have to play any cannons. Those 3 reds near the pink spot will all clear each other, and he's got 3 more easy reds after this.
9.
Well, that seemed to get quite a quick bounce off the cushion there. A little smile from Ronnie.
9.
Good recovery though.
16.
Yes, and he's got the red up the table by the green pocket, which is a backup if anything was to go wrong.
17.
I mean, can you see anything going wrong the way he's cueing, Neil?
No, not really. Guess you never know, but O'Sullivan, when everything is right, he just is so
24.
special, as we keep saying. But you know, if he's pleased with the tip that he's got on, and as a snooker player these things do mean a lot, if he's happy with all of that, which he seems to be, then who knows how far this could lead, this run this year in this championship.
25.
And everything clicks. He's very special, and to be honest, he's never looked any different. He plays now like he's always done. No signs of him, you know, getting on in years. He's been professional now for 20 years, but he still plays in the same vein as he did as a young man. Because he made a 147 in 5 minutes 20.
22.
I don't suppose he could quite make a break that quickly, but everything else is still there.
Not perfect. That red you mentioned,
49.
not coming to his rescue because of where the cue ball's finished, so not easy now. Good telling safety. Tight on the cushion would make things difficult for Mark Williams. And just talking about that Ronnie had, Neil, when he first turned professional, when we used to play the qualifiers at Blackpool, I think Ronnie won something like 57 matches without losing. It was quite an incredible run. And there's a clever shot. Pushes the pink safe. Gets a good cue ball.
That's right, and that was an intelligent shot. Of course, he would be annoyed. Has he left that red available? No, he certainly hasn't, but still playing the game as it should be played there, killing the pink, putting it out of commission. Williams won that more than Ronnie with a 39-point advantage, so he's playing correctly, which you love to see.